As we approach Halloween, if you're a seller, you probably find the current real estate market super spooky. But did you know that high prices and higher interest rates aren't the only thing that scares potential buyers from the market? Some properties can have a dark past and a stigma attached that make buyers run the other way. A stigmatized property is one that buyers may shun for reasons that are unrelated to its physical condition or features. This can include the death of an occupant by murder or suicide and a belief that a house is haunted. While rare, Chilliwack does have a history of some hauntings. During the fall of 1951, in a nondescript little house near the crossroad of Brooks and Broadway Avenues, reports of a ghostly haunting were the talk of the town. The owner started complaining of mysterious banging noises, strange knocks, and rapid pounding sounds in the middle of the night. The disturbances lasted through the fall and winter. Police, psychic mediums, water diviners, and even the mayor all came to investigate, but no one could figure out what was causing the sounds. Interestingly, the owner of the home even began to speculate that a neighbor and a family member were the cause of the ghostly sounds in an attempt to get the resident to move out and sell the home. The supposed haunting lasted through the winter, then as quickly as it began, it was over, and there was never a resolution to the haunting. Over a decade later, a house close to the corner of William Street and Portage Avenue made local and international headlines. Soon after moving into the home in December of 1965, the resident knew something was not quite right with the home. Footsteps up and down the stairs, and the sounds of furniture dragging across the floor in the middle of the night were the first signs of trouble. The resident, a portrait painter, also began having recurring terrible nightmares of a mummified woman lying motionless in the home. Before long, a ghostly mist taking the shape of a human began appearing in front of the residence, many times accompanied by the chilling sound of deep breathing. The resident felt a strong need to paint what she saw in her dreams and was appearing in front of her as a ghostly, misty apparition. Each evening, she would sit down to paint the woman's portrait before going to bed. However, to her horror, every morning the painting would have changed ever so slightly as it tried to morph into the painting of a man, and inexplicably developing a mustache on one such morning. Rumors of a man committing suicide in the home and a woman being murdered and interred into the chimney were some of the reasons given for the cause of the events. Once the media found out about the hauntings, news spread fast, and before long, not only was the story big news locally and across the province even, it was also being read about in newspapers in Brazil and Japan. After the painting was removed from the house, the haunting seemed to stop. The house changed hands several times over the years. In one of the transactions, the listing realtor even used the excitement of the hauntings as a marketing tool to gain interest in the property. Sadly, the house met its demise by catching fire in 1975 and burning to the ground. In its place, several new homes have been built. Sometimes I wonder if those new homes have had any ghostly experiences of their own. But the most terrifying story for all and many residents happened just this past year, when the average price of a single-family home in Chilliwack increased to just over $1.2 million. However, the ghosts of economies past have come back, and prices are falling more in line as the new average home price is closer to $900,000 now. That's all for today, folks, and don't forget, if you or someone you know is looking for any real estate help in the future, please don't hesitate to call. I'm never too busy for your referrals. Thanks for watching.
And bye for now.